Hello everyone, welcome to the Talking Korner. This is a place where we talk about anything and everything upon you, the listener's request. I'm Crax, your host, and today's topic is brought to you by the one and only me. Why? Because nobody put comments in the comment section below. That's right. If you want me to talk about something or have a specific point you want explained, please feel free to leave me a message. I will get back to you. Just don't leave me to my own destructive devices. It can be very detrimental. And speaking of destructive devices, I did a huge boo-boo this morning. I tried to get into my email for this podcast to see if there had been any updates or, the real important things like questions or suggestions from you, the listeners. And that did not go according to plan. Well, here's what happened. So I got up early this morning, like most people, bright, shiny, happy. Yeah, no, I don't know what fantasy I'm trying to go into. That's a complete exaggeration. I'm not a morning person. If anybody knows me, I'm the monster before my coffee. I turn into something that has no explanation. I believe if I do go to hell, Satan will be the first one to stand in line to hand me my coffee and be like, before you start breaking up that hellfire and brimstone, to pay for your sins, please, here's a cup of coffee. And then watch him go, escape. So I think this is where my cats do stand above the rest because they become all wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. They want my attention. They want food. They practically are dancing at my feet, like a scene from Snow White. All the while I'm stumbling around, trying to use the bathroom, wash my face, brush my teeth, do all the morning necessities. And I don't know if it's arrogance or ignorance that gives them that kind of confidence, but they do have it. I just wish they would share their secrets with me. Anyways, as I digress, I got my first cup, and of course, this is a new channel. So if you've been listening from the first time, you know that this is my third podcast or my third release. And the first thing that's on my mind after I feed my cats is what's in my email. Well, Lord and behold, Microsoft had other things in mind. So each time I used my new password, I was thoroughly denied. So I'm thinking either I'm putting in the wrong email at this point, or my password is just so strong that Microsoft just doesn't know what to do with it. They're trying to keep it and not let me use it, and I've broken their system in some way, shape, or form. So anyways, to go back to what I was trying to say, if anybody had tried to get in their email this morning and it was broken, I'm sorry, that was probably my fault. Anyways, so I get this message. I've tried too many times, and we've all been there, I hope. And this is even before I can even set up a verification email, because this email is only 2 days old, and I started it. I brought it up when I first brought up the idea of the channel and getting my first podcast out there. I wanted to get an email that people can email me on in case of just about anything under the sun. So before I can even really use this email, I have nothing in my email. And I'll explain why later, or I'll explain why that's important later. So anyways, I end up filling out the survey, which pretty much is empty. And if anybody has had this done, they know what I'm talking about, and they'll understand why I'm like, it was in frustrated tears. Because the survey asks you about what emails have you sent out, what was the subject in those emails, just to prove that this is actually your email, of course. And I've honestly still yet, to this very moment, have yet to receive a response. So, just putting that out there. Microsoft, you're slow. Anyways, it gets worse. It gets a lot worse. I decided to leave this alone for a little bit, try and sip on a little bit more coffee, try to relax a little bit. My head is, at this point, is just like throbbing because my blood pressure's raised. And then I try again, like any impatient grump first thing in the morning, and you can guess what happened. Nothing went my way. It told me my email did not exist. Now, before I continue, I do suffer from dyslexia. I'm not telling you this because of sympathy. I'm actually just letting you know what frame of mind I'm in at this very frustrated moment. Okay, so I'm on the verge of banging my head against the wall because I'm thinking I can't check my email that's connected to this YouTube and connected to my Podbean site. So I sign up for it again. like any rational adult. And I go through all of the steps. I even activate it with my phone number this time. And well, that was supposed to go right? No. Keep in mind, I've started up a new Google account at this point. I've set up a new YouTube name because I could not get into my old YouTube with this email. And I was going to reactivate it as a backup email to my podcast site because I deleted that too. And that's when I realized I'm typing in Thinking Korner, not Talking Korner. You can imagine how livid I was with myself discovering that. I was so tempted to start banging my head against my own desk rather than hug my own pillow and just quit for the day. Both were excellent ideas, just one was a little more satisfying. So I don't know where I gathered the patience to undo everything I just did and create a new email, The Talking Korner, instead of just going talkingkorner@outlook.com. And after I got everything back the way things were, I calmed down, I finished my cup of coffee, and then the lesson of the day or lesson of the year is don't ever check your emails first thing in the morning before a cup of coffee, especially if you suffer from dyslexia and very little patience like I do. Anyways, tell me if this has happened to you guys or something similar has happened. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Hit that like button. Maybe, just maybe, remember to hit a subscribe button. I would love to see what you guys think and read what you guys have to say. I do daily releases, and I thank you again for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this story as much as I am later on, now that I've had more than one cup of coffee. Like always, see you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.